Straight still on Manchester United, and let's say Manchester United seems to be in trouble behind the scenes. Reports suggest Antony, Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, and Malacia have all asked to leave the club this summer. It's just the beginning of a crisis.
No, it's not a crisis. From last season, we already know those names are going. Many of them spent the latter part of the season on loan.
Yeah.
So Malacia was on loan, Rashford and Sancho was on loan. And so I think that is something expected. And it's very good. See, don't keep a player that is not happy. That's one of the things I love about what Chelsea did with Noni. He wanted to leave. Let him
There you
leave.
go.
That's just it. And even Nkunku, I expect them to let him go too. Because Nkunku now, in the Club World Cup, now
I
looks
saw a
like
better
a
Nkunku. I
different...
saw a better
Because he's
Nkunku.
not playing number 9.
Yeah.
So Chelsea really messed up his position. That was why he was struggling. It got to a time, even Enzo Maresca had to come out in the press and say,
He has been
Nkunku is not a striker that is actually a playmaker. Someone like Kopama, but you can't bench Kopama.
Okay, and still Manchester United, Polo. What's going on at United that is pushing so many young stars out of the club? Are they not ready to compete, or it's ego?
No, not really. I think many of those guys is discipline issue. Garnacho, Rashford, discipline.
Antony.
Malacia injuries. Antony, not really discipline, is performance. So I think that of those players, I still think that Antony most likely might stay. Because Man U will not be willing to get nothing less. Because of their PSR, they got him for 100 million. So they won't want to budge any. And Antony can come good with what he did at Betis. He just needs a proper aligned team that has a direction. Will just fit him, be one of the puzzles.
Okay, do you think Manchester United should be giving Antony a second chance?
Well, I don't think so. They should, to me, but I don't think
He'll be getting it.
he will be getting it. Why? Reason is that you have Ahmad who
Yeah.
can play there, and now
And
you are
now
bringing
they
on
are
Mbeumo, who mostly plays from that. And if you are getting another striker now, that means Mbeumo will not be playing as the number 9. He will be shift to the right hand side. That is where Antony comes good.
Also
But
plays.
Mbeumo
Antony
can
also,
play on the left. He can play on 8, number 8.
you have
Oh,
Koura
there's
also.
Koura. There's
You have
they're even
Koura.
playing more with Bruno
You have
Fernandes
Koura.
as
Yeah.
8 these days. Koura plays as the 10.
You have
He
Koura.
can play on the left.
On
On
the
the
left?
left?
No. Mbeumo is more suited to the right. If he's
To
not
the
playing on the
right.
right, he's playing as a 9.
Mbeumo is suited to the right. So that is, but I still feel that you.
But
you
they've
know,
not
at least-
gotten Mbeumo.
Yeah, they'll surely. I think
Yeah, they
Antony
did-
might just be the last option for
Yeah,
them.
definitely. But
So
I
that's
still
it.
feel they will get.
But
Mbeumo. He might
Antony
take
is not
it,
going to leave. For
Yeah, I
cheap.
still. They should just allow him to still, be with the team at least from now to before the next
But
window.
okay, moving straight to Amorim. Yes, is he losing control of the dressing room, or this is a boardroom failure? Because you see these players, Garnacho. This is a player we all thought was going to be a world-class player. Though the potential is still there, we can't write him off at the age of 21. And the likes of Antony, we saw Antony at Ajax, we saw him at Real Betis, where he lit up the La Liga, though not really much goals, but we saw the value when he was playing for Real Betis. And what has really been the problem? Elanga left Manchester United, and we're seeing him going to join in Newcastle for over £50 million. That is a gain to Nottingham Forest, who took the risk. So where is the problem for? Where's the problem at Manchester United? Is it the manager or the backroom?
I think that is the institution. They really got, as soon as Ferguson left, they went the wrong route. They were more of the profit than raising the standard of the club. Ronaldo complained about still knowing his way around when he came back after, I think, how many years? 9 years or thereabout. That is not what should. When new owners came to Chelsea, they are already discussing building another stadium. It is the structure on ground, build, discipline, all those. See, you can be the best player in the world. If you don't have the requisite discipline, you won't get to the level you should get to. And it is very important. Very, very important. To me, I've seen reports and all that show that the discipline level in Manchester United is not up to the way it should be. And I think that has to do more too with the body language of the owners. So they need to pass the right message. You can't do what Garnacho did. After the final, the club is hurting. You lost the final and you went to post that you were only given 20 minutes. You cannot be thinking about yourself alone when the club is hurting. it is irresponsible. So you have to look at it. See, it is first attitude. Bring everything in, because if he does this or you overlook it, other players will do it. They will cite Garnacho example. But when they penalize him, they see the way he's frozen out of the team and that they won't take this. They first need discipline. If Man U is disciplined, you will see that even they will beat some average team and get to top 10. But for them to get over the edge, maybe for Champions League, for this when they need higher qualities, they need discipline in that team, and that's why I'm in support of those who they want out.
Okay, lastly, to you, Paulo, should Manchester United cash in and rebuild around a new core set of players?
Well, they definitely need to cash in on some of those players we've mentioned here.
Do they have value?
That is, they do. They have because if you look at those players, they are still they are very young. You know, when it comes to football, age. What's his name again? The 21 years. Garnacho, 21 years. Rashford is still 26, 28, and Antony also. 24, 25, and other guys also. But Jadon Sancho also. But the problem is that Manchester United, when it comes to them selling players, I can't remember the last time they sold any player above 50 million.
When was the last time Arsenal sold a player above 35 million?
Probably, Alex. It's been a long time. That is it.
Both of you are in the same table.
Yeah,
and
I don't think Arsenal has ever sold any player above
35 million was
I think they sold Chamberlain. And if you look at it, I think the reason for maybe Arsenal and Man U at times is probably when it comes to the wages.
I love the way you put it.
Wages.
You have to marry. You have to marry both of them.
The wages. You look at the kind of crazy wages they give to those players. You see Rashford. Why Rashford is struggling?
I think that's one of the reasons why they're even struggling to sell this
Rashford.
Guys.
That is the reason.
Jadon Sancho, Chelsea offered to give him £180,000 weekly.
Well,
and they rejected. He was on 350 at Manchester United.
If you were the one, will you accept?
That is what I'm saying.
Was he worth 350k?
If you were Sancho, will you accept?
No, with him failing at Manchester United.
If you were Sancho, will you accept?
Okay, Juventus is going to now. Are they going to pay him 350?
But they will still pay more than 180.
But the amount that will get him from Man U, okay,
that's why they reduced it to 15 million.
Yeah, that is where Manchester United, have to accept any amount just for them to, make sure that it's no longer on their own books.
Okay, so to the viewers, Manchester United headed for a full-blown exodus this summer. Who should stay or go? Sound off in the comment section for us. It's always a pleasure having you guys in the studio. I can't have more time for us to discuss football and sports around the world.
And there's a breaking news that Inter is actually interested in Ademola Lookman. Also, Atletico to look into offload one of their forward for him. And there are links that it might also be of interest to Barcelona too, maybe in the pipeline. So let's see how those ones will work.
Talking about Barcelona, Lamine Yamal has been confirmed as the new number 10 at Barcelona. So it's always a pleasure having you guys in the studio as we close off this night. Okay, that's it for this episode of Talk Sports on big players, big moves, and big questions. Make sure to subscribe, like, and join the conversation in the comment section. We'll be reading your takes on all topics. So we come your way again. It's bye for now.